My ex stole my money, took my house, and put me into debt, so I went nuclear on her. My ex and I had been together for just under 6 months when she somehow accessed my savings account and stole the $170,000 I had spent 15 years saving. When she refused to give the money back, I took her to court, but the pro bono lawyer I hired turned out to be absolutely terrible. He couldn't find any evidence suggesting she took the money, and actually advised me to just drop the charges because there was no way I'd win. I ended up not listening to him though, and when the court date came, my entire world crumbled. My ex started lying about me and smeared my reputation, calling me abusive to her and an alcoholic. She said I lost the money gambling and suing her was my way of trying to get the money back. She put on the most convincing crocodile tears I'd ever seen, and everyone in the courtroom believed her. Even the judge looked at me like I was the devil, and given that I was completely unprepared for this, I lost the case basically on the spot. 4 weeks after the trial, I was at rock bottom, but then things got even worse. I got a letter in the mail of her suing me for emotional damage. I was so stressed and overwhelmed by everything I failed to put a good case together, and once again lost. I was ordered to pay her another $60,000. I had to sell my house in order to pay her, and after doing that I ended up crashing at my best friend's place for a while. He wasn't well off himself, but he told me he was willing to spend the entirety of his bank account to find me a good lawyer if I could promise him I'd win and pay him back. I thanked him so hard I cried while hugging him, and that day we started looking for the best lawyers no matter the cost. We ended up settling on one, and he found the evidence we needed in just one day. On June 29th, there was a $170,000 transaction from my bank account under my name and signature. The only problem was, I wasn't in the country on June 29th and had plane ticket receipts and hotel bookings to prove it. I was ready to take my ex back to court when I found out she had bought my house with the money. A genius idea instantly came over. You see, in that house I had a safe I never told her about that was hidden behind a cabinet in the bathroom. I paid off a friend of mine to get close with my ex, and it took him months, but she finally invited him over to her place. He then planted $750 worth of substances in the safe. He ghosted her about a month later, and that's when he called the authorities and anonymously tipped them off about the substances in the safe. It took the cops about a week to get a mandate to search the house, and because my friend told them exactly where to look, they found the substances right away. She was arrested on the spot, and the charges she was facing could have landed her 12 years in prison. This was my chance, and so I took her to court for the money she originally stole. In court, I had my lawyer provide all of the evidence about the bank transaction that took place in my name when I wasn't in the country. I brought the receipts proving I was out of the country, and we also brought the slam dunk evidence, the name of the bank account to which the money was transferred, and that name of course belonged to my ex. I wish you all could have seen the look on her face when this piece of information was called out. She started sobbing and tried to run out of the courtroom, but was ordered to stay. She had absolutely no defense prepared for this. As it turns out, she had lied to her lawyers and told them she was innocent. On top of just owing me the $170,000 though, my lawyer also demanded payment for emotional damage. But he wasn't done. He also demanded the house back, and double the amount of debt I currently had in my bank account, which was another $120,000. The judge happily obliged, and my ex just kept bawling her eyes out. Her reaction to the sentencing was insane, as on top of all the money she was ordered to pay, and the 12 years for the substances, she also received an additional 25 years for theft and false testimony. She had to be dragged out of the courtroom by security as she wouldn't stop screaming "F you" at me while crying. I of course paid my friend back too.